If you're a Halo fan, today was a big day. Lots of positive to take away from this. We'll see what this means for the global market. What does this mean for keyboard
and controller players?
If you're a Halo fan, today was a big day.
It's been a while. It's been a real long time since we've gotten an iota of Halo news. What's going on, guys? I'm Golden Boy, and today I wanted to talk about Halo Infinite. And yeah, you're probably thinking to yourself, Golden Boy, why do you want to talk about a game that we have literally no information about? Well, there have been some like droplets, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But honestly, I just wanted to talk about it because it's a franchise I love. And it's unfortunate to see the situation that Halo Infinite has found itself in. Because look, here's the reality. There are two games that I should be playing right now. Cyberpunk 2077 and Halo Infinite. Both games got delayed. So, 2020, not a great year for like a lot of reasons. And that is kind of just like the icing, it's like a little sprinkle on the cake, on the proverbial cake. We're going to get Cyberpunk in December. So that's great. I'm really excited for that. More Cyberpunk content on the channel as well. So make sure you subscribe and like this video so that this way, like the algorithms and stuff start to like me. It'd be great. Jokes aside though, here is the reason why I wanted to talk about Halo Infinite news, because we got some info at the end of October and I didn't really get a chance to cover it or talk about it. I think it's quite interesting to see the direction that Halo Infinite has gone as a multiplayer experience and as an experience as a whole, right? So first thing, the multiplayer experience, because we did get information from a leaker, a Twitter account called Gaming Leaks Rumors, which I hear their political coverage is top notch. They did talk about, though, Halo Infinite and the recent reveal of 45v45 UNSC versus Banished mode, kind of like Invasion from Halo Reach. And that mode had a decent amount of popularity. I think people enjoyed it. It was different. It was unique. You got a new look at the elites in a very devious and real awesome form. And then you also got to play as the scrappy Spartan 3. So I think that there was just a lot of positive things from there, and they want to revisit something like that. How does that play out? Like, I really don't know, but it would make sense if they're going in that direction. I'll tell you why. Because if you remember from the reveal of Halo Infinite, you would see that the Banished characters, the brutes that were there, they looked rather different from their Halo Wars counterparts. They actually looked a little bit more humanized, and they made them smaller, because the truth is brutes are massive. Like, they're supposed to be these like hulking beasts. So the reason why they made them look more humanoid was kind of like perplexing, and now it makes sense because they wanted to put them in a multiplayer mode that would essentially be like one of their flagship modes, and they wanted the characters to look a little bit more to form than say the Halo Wars versions, which were clearly very different. So whether or not that will hold true is yet to be seen, especially that we had so much backlash over how the brutes looked in Halo Infinite. Like, people were pissed, and then you had the Craig meme as well, which everyone's kind of leaned into at this point. Whether or not we will get Craig or a form of Craig, I do think we are, considering that in Halo Master Chief Collection, there was a very well-known glitch that appeared called Oneth, 1th, that appeared in the game. And that was like, you got 1th place. It was awesome. So, they leaned into it. They made it into a plate. So I would imagine it's going to be the same thing here as well. But then the next thing that was like really startling, considering what we know from the past, was that we are apparently poised for a Halo Battle Royale game, people. All the streamers around the world rejoice, because Halo will get itself a Battle Royale mode, or potentially, according to this leaker. What I think is interesting about this is that 343 have been very adamant that they said, like, the only BR is a battle rifle, and I get it, and I support it personally. I prefer more of the traditional 4v4 arena style gameplay, but a lot of the arguments that streamers and content creators and just fans in general were making was that kind of gameplay, as good as it is dated-ish. I don't really believe that, but hey, everyone wants to play battle royales. It's still a thing. It's still very popular, so it doesn't shock me that Microsoft is like, you know what, 343, you are making a battle royale mode because you have no choice and we pay the bills. But what further adds fuel to this battle royale fire is that Halo Infinite is not supposed to be just a game. And they talked about this, by the way. 343 viewed Halo Infinite as more of a platform experience, which makes sense because as a platform, you can release certain little bits and bobs, and that could be like the quintessential Halo experience. Look at Master Chief Collection. It's a platform and it houses a bunch of different games, and it's clearly successful. So they're going to do it again. Part of the reason why I know that they're going to do this is because the rumor also included Halo Wars 3. Now, with them adding Halo Wars 3 or a third installment of the Halo Wars story, because that's supposed to be something that would tie what happens with Atriox and the Banished to what is going on in the story of the main campaign for Halo Infinite, I think then we should be expecting them to release little things like a Battle Royale mode as a separate experience a la Call of Duty. Because now what Activision is doing is this whole connected experience, right? Connected gaming. And the reason that people are excited about it is because it's supposed to just allow you to easily transfer your stuff from Modern Warfare to Black Ops Cold War. And I could easily see Microsoft going down this route because, let's be honest, they tend to kind of do things that Activision does. We shall never forget ADS. And I'm joking, before anyone like anger tweets me or just sends me a hateful DM message or leaves me a crappy YouTube comment. I'm joking. But you cannot deny that what Activision has done with Call of Duty is really modernize the FPS space. And they've really led the charge for many years regarding what we see in our FPS games. So it doesn't shock me that we are going to see something of a platform like what Call of Duty is doing right now in Halo Infinite. So, I mean, yeah, you know, we got a Halo Battle Royale game. And in a 45v45 Banished versus UNSC mode, that has me way more excited because I didn't even really cover the fact that it's UNSC and it's not supposed to be Spartans. So that is interesting because that means a whole new gameplay experience. Probably something akin to like what we got in ODST, for example, where you didn't quite have the abilities of the Master Chief. You couldn't like jump super high and do things like that. So, you know, there's some real positives there. And I think that this could be something that people really sink their teeth into. A Warzone, the first Warzone, not Call of Duty Warzone, but Halo Warzone, was a really awesome experience and people really enjoyed it. That also was like a huge reason why the rec pack system was so successful in the game, was because people played and then they got more rec packs, and you know, it was just good times. It was good times. It was like big team battle, but like on steroids. So I think that this 45v45 UNSC Banished mode has some legs to it. I am concerned about 4v4 Arena, and as far as Battle Royale goes, we'll see. We'll see if all the YouTubers out there and the streamers were right, you know, and Halo needs a Battle Royale. We'll see. I want to revisit this video if it does turn out to be true. And probably have some egg on my face if that's the case. Anyway, I want to hear from you. I want to know your thoughts. Do you think Halo needs a Battle Royale mode? Also, how do you feel about a 45v45 Banished versus UNSC big team battle juiced up? I want to know. Sound off in the comment section down below. If you also happen to enjoy this video, you can subscribe and like as well. You can follow me on Twitter, you know, check me out on all the social medias. And let me know what you thought about this style of video. I went back and I looked at like one of the previous videos I did, and I felt like I was way too presentational, if that's even a word. And I know that as a caster, that's, you know, the tone that I usually take. But I wanted this to be a bit more of like a personal kind of vibe. And I hope that I hit the nail on the head. So I do want to know from you, if you can take a moment, just let me know what you thought about the tone of the video. That'd be pretty sweet. That's going to do it for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. How do you feel about Halo Infinite? We're apparently supposed to be getting news at the end of the year. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I'll see you next time. Peace.